started seeing him play until now?
Changed?
I think he's different watching him this year.
Wow. I don't know, you probably could answer that better than I can. I think he's consciously thinking about what it is that we want to do that will allow us to be successful in the long run, and he's trying his darndest to buy into it.
He was one of the few guys from last year's team that kind of stayed with you. As you guys kind of built a relationship, what kind of, instruction did you give him about the type of leadership you kind of wanted to see from him as he grew into this role?
You know, there's three players that can never have a bad day. It's the head coach, the point guard, and the best player on the team. And if you're one and the same, those other two, then you can't. And so every day he has to compete at a level that is without question to the rest of his team. And I think, what I've seen from him from the moment I got here is he's got a tremendous work ethic. And, because of his work ethic and because of both he and Ish's loyalty, taking him out to eat and stuff, I just told him, I said, my goal is to put a team together that will, give him the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament. His response was that, Coach, it doesn't matter if we have 6 freshmen out there with me. Kimba took a bunch of young guys to a national championship, and that was his response. And so I got to let him, the growth for him moving forward and continued growth is that to him to know that he's not out there with a bunch of freshmen, that he's got some other guys out there that are really good. And so when the game is on the line, it's not all on his shoulders. And so that's the growth process of the decision making going through. But he's been tremendous.
Coach, are you further along than you thought you would be as playing as a group through 6 games?
I would say that we are pretty good defensively, and so I was hoping like we'd be here where we're at defensively. I'm not pleased with where we are offensively. What I am pleased is that we have a lot of room for improvement. It's not like we're not there and we don't have any room for improvement. So I try not to I didn't have speculations of where I wanted to be kind of thing. It was, let's just get better every day. And can we identify where we need to improve? And if we can identify it as a staff and they can embrace it as a team, then we're going to keep moving forward.
I know you talked about offense right there, but was there one area you wanted to attack as a team and kind of fix or improve upon the most when you got back from the Caymans?
Yeah, there are 2 things. Well, first of all, our turnover rate. We turn the ball over 25% of the time in the Caymans, and that means 1 out of every 4 trips down the court. We didn't give ourselves a chance to make a shot, or we retrieved 36% of our offensive rebounds misses. We didn't give ourselves a chance to retrieve the ball. So that's definitely an area we have to improve on. And then the other one is our ability to execute on underneath out of bounds plays.
What challenges does Butler bring?
They're balanced. They're very balanced. You got to guard all 5 guys that they put on the floor. And so we're going to have to guard our yard. Because if you can guard one-on-one, then you're not in rotations, and that really helps your defense. And so we're really gonna have to. They run some Princeton stuff, some come together actions. They can play through their 5-man either on the block or at the elbow, and so that's gonna pose us a problem.
You did not get the chance to do much tinkering with the non-conference schedule this year. You will in future seasons. You got a big week now with teams like Butler and Wichita State coming up. Do you want to see more teams like that on future non-conference schedules, or how do you want to mold that?
I think it's gonna vary from year to year. Actually, with the portal, we have a chance to keep our roster in a way that that we have both experience and talent. So, I want to play some really good Power 5 teams at home. not just at neutral sites. And so I'd like to schedule some home and homes with some teams so that our fans here get to see a really good team in the non-conference come in. And so, and put a schedule together that we were just talking about. We've had the, six or seven teams make the NCAA tournament in our league every year the last however many years, right? And the reason is because all the teams have done so well in the non-conference. We beat up on the other leagues, and so that's one of the things that we want to do is play teams from other conferences, show that the Big 12 is the best basketball conference in the country, and that way on Selection Sunday, we get the benefit of the doubt.